So I posted a wellbeing class all about taking responsibility for my students this morning. And then I made the unfortunate decision to spend 5 minutes reading an online newspaper, which shall remain nameless. And for the third day in a row, they were leading with an article about how parents and groups of parents want primary schools reopened in line with the I suppose, opinions of some politicians who shall also remain nameless, that opening primary schools or reopening primary schools is one of the safest things that you can do. I just don't know where those people get off. They have a complete screw loose. They're just complete nut jobs. Nut jobs. I have a 7-year-old and he is way too precious to me to be sending him back to primary school right now. I know people who have children at primary school level with serious underlying health conditions and they're terrified that their child would get COVID-19. There is no way in hell they would be sending them back to primary school. Never mind all about this inflammatory syndrome that we've been hearing about and reading about now. So there's another aspect to COVID-19 and children that hasn't even been properly investigated and explored yet. But the parents and parent groups who are requesting that primary schools be reopened, they're the same type of parents that I complained about in my very first rant. So maybe this will be my last rant. Who knows? Life has a funny way of coming full circle. I just think they're only thinking about themselves again, these parents. They have no thought for parents and children who may have underlying health conditions. Like, how is a parent with an underlying health condition going to pick their child up from school every day? How is a child with an underlying health condition going to take the public school transport every day? Should parents who are making these requests, who are clamouring for the primary schools to be opened, they haven't thought these things through at all. And never mind the students and the parents of the primary schools. These parents who are clamouring for schools to be reopened, they haven't considered the effects on teachers. There are plenty of primary school teachers who have underlying health conditions as well. What are they supposed to do when the primary schools reopen? They haven't thought about the effects on cleaning staff. What are cleaning staff going to be doing when they're asked to perform 50, 60, 100 times the amount of cleaning that they've been asked to do before? They haven't thought about the pressure on management, on school principals, on boards of management, when it comes to trying to organise how to bring kids back into school while still maintaining social distancing procedures, and the cost for schools and for management bodies, with the extra cleaning and the extra equipment and the extra spaces. No, these parents and these parents' groups are just thinking about themselves, as always. And to those parents, I just have one thing to say. I'm just sick to the teeth of parents trying to outsource minding their children to other people because they can't cope with them themselves at home. I'm absolutely sick to the teeth of it. To those parents, I would just say one thing. Your children are your responsibility. You made the decision to have those beautiful children. You made the decision to put them into this world. They are your responsibility until they turn 18. Stop trying to expect the government to pay for feeding and clothing and educating them. Stop trying to expect teachers to educate them and occupy them and keep them entertained and keep them out of your hair. They are your responsibility. Stop trying to expect the world around you to mind your children for you because you can't cope. They are your responsibility. You need to take responsibility for your children. They should not go back to primary schools. It is not safe to reopen primary schools. You just need to learn how to deal with having your children at home. And you should be so happy and so grateful for having those beautiful children in your lives. There are plenty of people who are trying to have children and can't have them, and they would give anything to have those beautiful children that you have at home. So stop trying to outsource them to other people. Deal with them.